hey guys, I know I haven't really done a personal vehicle update video in a while, so I thought I would go ahead and take care of that today by taking us on a little test drive in the Fusion. So there actually has been quite a lot of things happen to the car since you guys saw her last. She went in last Wednesday. Actually, no, that's not right. It was more like 2 Wednesdays ago. And let me get this air conditioning adjusted. I had it all off yesterday because it was cold and rainy. But that's besides the point. I'll get to that a little later. But like I said, it went in, the car went in it was actually Wednesday, September 11th, the day I took the car in. So on 9/11, and when I took it in, I told them that there had been some issues with the car. One of the things I told them about is this unit up here where like the sunglasses storage area and like the sunroof controls and the reading lamps and all that are. That had actually begun to rattle really badly. And I mean really bad. Like if I was just going down a semi-rough road surface, I would hear it rattling. And then of course, when I would turn the stereo up and have like a song with a lot of bass in it playing, that actually triggered the rattling too. So it's, they replaced this, and the first time I got it back, which was the Friday after I took it in, I believe it was a Friday, they said I noticed I got back in the car and one of the clips up here was broken, and this piece was hanging down very loosely, and it was just not good. So I took it immediately straight back to him. I had the car at home for like 30 minutes, and I showed it back to him, and they said, all right, we're just gonna replace the headliner, because apparently there'd been some kind of recall with the headliners on these cars. I'm not really sure, but that's what I heard. So they just said, bring it back to us, and we can get the headliner replaced by the end of the day. So I took it back to them, and then I got a call from them that evening saying they were going to need to keep it over the weekend because they were waiting for some kind of part that goes up here or something like that. I never really completely understood what they were waiting on, but so that was the main issue there. And I got it back last Wednesday, and the car is completely perfect now. Well, the headliner issue is completely perfect. Another issue I told them about was the transmission is, as time goes on, is getting progressively jerkier. And when I first get going, and like when I first started up in the mornings, the car, like the transmission holds onto gears for a really long time and acts like it doesn't want to shift. And then when it finally does decide to shift, there's like a really long pause between gears, and then it kind of slams back into gear. So that's an issue I told them about. I'm not sure if that's something that this car just does or what, but there's an 18-wheeler turning its hazards on in front of me, and I'm not really sure why, but whatever. But yeah, that's what's going on with the transmission. So if any of you know what the deal is there, please feel free to let me know, because I'd love to figure out what's going on. Everything else really, otherwise the car is doing really good. There hasn't really been any other issues with it. Yesterday, the driver's side mirror like totally freaked out. It was just going back and forth, and it was just doing a lot of weird things. But I just somehow managed to make it stop. I'm not really sure what I did, but it quit, so whatever. If it does it again, I'll probably take it back to him about that. So what loaner cars did they give me? Well, the first time, and those of you who I've already talked to about this already know, and the first time they gave me a 2011 Kia Sportage EX or something. It was the one with like it had LED lights on the front, if that tells you anything. So they gave me that, and really liked the car itself, but it was absolutely demon possessed. There was a major electrical gremlin somewhere hiding in that car, and it locked me out, and I actually wound up missing class one day because of it, so that was a big inconvenience. And then when I took the car back the second time for the headliner, they gave me a 2012 Nissan Titan SV Texas edition, which you all have seen the tour on that. I posted, and if you haven't, be sure to check it out, because it was a really nice truck, and absolutely fell in love with it. And why is this Taurus in front of me going 30 miles an hour in a 40? Like, move. Yeah, you're not going that way. So yeah, they gave me a 2012 Titan SV, and I absolutely adored it. It was such a nice truck. It made me want one so bad. The one I had about 60,000 miles on it, and it felt tight as a drum, and it actually drove with some athletic characteristics, and I was really impressed with that, because I did do like some, I don't know, you can't really call it off-roading, it was more like trail riding with it, and it did really well. And there were a few places where it was really loose sand, and that's how I got stuck in my Tahoe one time, and I was afraid the back end of the truck was just not gonna like it, because it was only two-wheel drive, but it did really well. So I applaud Nissan on that. Absolutely love the Titan. It was just a great truck, and it's definitely something, if I were going to be buying a full-size pickup truck, I would be very inclined to buy Titan, because it was just so easy to live with. The turning radius really wasn't all that big for a truck, and it was solid as a rock. Yes, the Titan dates back to 2003 or 2004, I don't remember when, but I don't care. It was still one of the nicest trucks that I've ever driven. And my theory on that is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And the Titan sure as heck ain't broke. It is a super nice truck and super solid. Just saw someone with an A&M flag on their car. They know what's up. But so yeah, the Titan, I really liked it a lot, and it didn't have a sunroof or anything. It didn't have heated seats, but it did have it had cat skin leather, which I think was a dealer installed option. I'm not 100% positive. And it was really nice, and the seats were super comfortable. Absolutely loved that truck. Would definitely, if I could, I would trade this car in on a Titan. Probably an SL though, because I would want the Rockford Fosgate and maybe navigation. I don't know. If I could find one with nav, I would probably take it. But I don't know. That was just kind of like a little love affair I had with the Titan, and really made me miss my Tahoe and miss sitting up high. But then I did get back in this car, and I was like, there's a reason I got this car. It's very fun to drive, and a lot of people have said it has it's not very sporty, but I tend to disagree. I think, keep in mind, this is a mid-size family sedan. It's not a performance car, but Ford did add a little bit of performance car in there. It drives really well for what it is. And emphasis on the for what it is. I don't think there's another mid-size family sedan out there that drives this inspired, I guess you could say. Maybe the Mazda 6, but it doesn't have this kind of power either. So yeah, that was like 40 to 60, and pretty punchy little engine. And what's kind of weird is you can actually hear the exhaust blowing out the back. So that's kind of just a cool little spunky aspect of this car. Sometime in the not so distant future, I probably will be adding an aftermarket exhaust to it, just to kind of open the exhaust up. That way I can get a little more power and a little more fuel economy out of it. It's been averaging like 20 miles to the gallon in town, which isn't bad at all. And I don't necessarily have the lightest of feet, as you can probably tell by the way I drive. But, I mean, it's still not bad, but I'd like to get 1 or 2 more miles to the gallon out of it. Oh, shoot. I hate when the red light turns yellow. But, I think it's a MagnaFlow performance unit. And it actually sounds really good, and it doesn't sound like a ricer fart can. That would be the last thing I would want to do to this car, because it's not a ricer, and I don't want to make a ricer out of it. So yeah, as you can tell, this car has no problem moving out of its own way. There was actually a little bit of wheel hop in there. But yeah, I will be adding an aftermarket exhaust to it probably, and it's not just a muffler, it's a catback system, I believe, and it includes a resonator and a muffler and then all the piping you need to install it. So it'll add a little bit of a deeper burble sound. Look up, there's a video on YouTube, it's Steeda Performance. They have a car exactly like mine, and they added that exhaust to it, and it sounds really good. I like the way it sounds. They did, they produced a nice exhaust system. The other cars, enough about me rambling on this one. The Jaguar has like 7,000 or 8,000 miles on it. We don't really drive it all that much. This one is at 8,645 miles, so definitely getting on up there in the mileage, but that's what a car's for. The truck is actually getting pretty close to its 36,000 mile warranty cutoff, and Dad's probably gonna be getting a new truck next June. It'll be probably, if the 2015 F-150's out, I guarantee you that's what he's gonna get, because he's just so in love with his truck, and I don't get it. I mean, I like his truck a lot, but it just has a little too much chassis flex for me, and it's just too long. It's considerably longer than a Suburban, so that's to kind of put things into perspective with that. But it's not so bad, I guess. But anyways, that's just kind of been a channel update, and I wanted to give a few shout outs. Broro Car Whiz, obviously, he and I talk all the time. Garrison 2592, I'm pretty sure, he and I talk quite a bit as well. Really cool guy. Mr. MK94, check him out, really cool guy, has lots of fun videos on his Mazda 3. Dave 11686, please tell me if I got those numbers wrong, Dave. Dave's a super nice guy and a really good friend. He's one of the most kind-hearted people you'll ever meet. And yes, I am just sitting in my driveway, so don't judge me. Oh gosh, don't be such a holy fool. I would kill to have his Accord coupe. Oh gosh, who else? Wannabe SS. Loves his Infinity Gs. Not so fond of the one he has now, but be sure to check his videos out. He does lots of cool vlogs, giving opinions on cars, which is something I kind of want to start doing if I can find the time to do that. Golly. Tech Dude 6693, I want his 328i. I want it really bad. Super nice guy too, and really good if you have any like technical issues. So golly. And if any of you who I talk to all the time, if I've left you out of this, don't take it personally. My memory's not serving me well today. It's just going away. But anyways, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna try and start keeping you guys a little bit more up to date on personal cars. I know I've been doing a lot of more professional videos lately. I did land a filming deal up at Fairway Auto Center in Tyler. Those of you who've seen the Crown Victoria, the S60, and the Transit Connect, I think that's all I've uploaded. And I have a 2012 Passat coming up today. But yeah, any of you who have seen those videos, that's where they've come from. And I definitely plan on doing more. Check out their website and definitely hit me up with some requests from their inventory. I'd be more than happy to do my best to get those taken care of. Their website is www.fairwayautocenter.com. Shoutouts.com. Really nice dealership too, really easy people to work with. So if you're in the East Texas area, absolutely check them out. Really nice guys up there. Really good Christian-based dealership, and just really super nice guys. I guess that's about it. I'll probably shut up now. You're probably tired of hearing me ramble. I'm just trying to rack my brain and see if there's anything else I wanted to say. I guess that's about it. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.